Never been more excited to clean than I am right now. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. It is Sunday and we are going to do what we can to kind of implement what we've learned in the last couple of weeks, which basically means simple. We're not going to try to fill our days off with crazy excitement and spending a bunch of money that we don't need to be spending and all this other stuff. So today we are starting that off by basically completely resetting, because as you can see just from what's around me, let alone everything else that's in this apartment, this place is a disaster. And I do not want to start off the week like that. So we're going to spend the day getting it set, getting basically everything put away that we bought, that we brought home with us, putting away all of the clothes that we cleaned while we were at Mom's apartment. We have to go to the store to get some more groceries. Let's see, I'm telling you this, I'm not writing it down. I don't, this is not like a to-do, but I'm going to write this down because I want to remind myself that I don't want to watch stupid stuff on TV. Like, while I'm cleaning, fine, I can have Big Bang Theory on, whatever. But if I'm sitting down to watch TV, I want to watch, when I say catch up on vlogs. I really want to get back to watching people's vlogs on YouTube. And I did it a little bit while I was gone, but not enough because I had to do it on my phone because I didn't want Mom to have to listen to it. So I want to definitely get back to that because I've missed a lot in a lot of people's lives, and they're people I care about. Like, I might not know them personally and everything, but they're people I care about. I care about their journey. So I want to get back to watching that. And we need to finish editing the last vlog, which is the one that where I was at Mom's and all this other stuff. I have it mostly edited. I gotta add music and text and one last clip, which I have to record because it is going to be a sit down talking and just kind of going over things with you guys. Basically what you're seeing in this video is what I'm going to talk about in that clip. I have to see, somebody's buying one of the desks that I listed, but I asked them if they could pick up today, like 3 days ago, and they have not responded. So that's going to hinder us a little bit because the stuff that was on that desk is now in a box on the floor. So I can't really reset that, which is annoying. I really would love to go get my TV stand and put that together and everything. But I have to wait to see my appointment on Thursday, how much that's going to cost before I can spend any more money. I really should clean the fridge before I go to the grocery store, since it's basically empty. I cleaned my car while I was at Mom's, so that's done. There's stuff in the trunk. Empty car trunk. This is currently 8:40. I have all day because I don't work until 12 tomorrow. So I have all day, potentially. I could stay up late and work on a lot of this stuff. All right, I'm going to write down shave head because this is driving me absolutely insane and I want it gone. And that is kind of a reset too, you know, makes me feel more like me. So I think we need to do that today. I have a very deep voice because I just woke up. So I apologize for that, but morning voice has not gone away yet. But this list is getting really long now. All right, well, my camera turned off, annoyingly. Hey, we're working with some different angles here. So what I was trying to say at the end of my planning of the day is I think since we are starting at 9 and it is now 8:50, I have 10 minutes to just sit here and write a grocery list out. I didn't bring the paper from the other room, but I think I'm going to plan meals and write a grocery list out for the next 10 minutes before we get started on cleaning the kitchen. Try to get that kind of figured out. I hate my hair. I want to figure out a different thing to do with my hair, but I can't because of these stupid cysts on my head that you guys can't really see. You may have seen them in a video. I don't know. So for the first time in my life, I'm somewhat seriously thinking of getting those removed, but that is a cosmetic surgery and it is not covered by insurance, and it is something that my phobia would not allow me to do on a whim. I don't know whether that'll ever actually happen or if I'm fooling myself, but yeah, I need to get more tattoos because I have 8 of them now, but you guys can't see them unless I show them off because they're all in like hidden areas. Anyway, that was a random thought. I noticed in pictures and videos and stuff that I'm just very bland looking, so I need to get more that are obvious. I want to grab the meal prepping pad off the fridge and get that done, and then we will get to work cleaning the kitchen. Yay! I've never been more excited to clean. To be honest with you, I've never been more excited to clean than I am right now, because this place is a disaster, and I just want to start fresh after a nice relaxing week and try to keep it that way. Okay, well, it's pretty obvious that some lessons are going to take a lot longer for me to actually listen to than others, because I packed way too much into one day, obviously. I completely overestimated how much time I was going to have, and I completely underestimated how much time it was going to take to do some of these tasks that I put down for today. So, it's safe to say that we are going to do this the entire week, which I didn't want to do because I wanted to be able to record multiple videos for you guys this week. I don't want to sacrifice cleaning the rest of the kitchen. I don't want to sacrifice putting away my clothes or shaving my head or cleaning the bathroom. So that's safe to say that these smaller things like planning the week and whatnot, and possibly the vacuuming, will get done another time. The kitchen is almost done. I made deviled eggs, so I have those ready in my fridge. I have to put them in a container after they cool down, but otherwise they're ready to eat. But that's basically all I've gotten done. So I still have to put away everything, go to the store. I haven't eaten any lunch, and it is 12, almost 1 o'clock. Yikes. So we are definitely, based on off of what we wrote down, we would be behind schedule. But I'm trying not to say I'm behind schedule, because once I get behind schedule, then I stop having the motivation to keep going. So I'm trying to be a little bit more loosey-goosey. And try to stop putting so much pressure on myself. Like I said in the wrap up for the last video, I want to start living a more simple life, in the way that I don't want to be boring, obviously, but I need to stop jam-packing my days so much and just get back to the simple things like enjoying, a TV show, reading, writing, back to the simple things that I used to do before I moved here, and I've been trying to just jam-pack my life with things that I really don't need to be jam-packing it with. When I first moved here, I tried to jam-pack my life with friends, and activities and just stuff I really don't need to be doing at this stage. You know, it was kind of like stuff that you would have been doing like when you were a teenager, which I understand the reasoning behind that, because I basically feel like I've been reborn, and it's a lot of stuff that I missed out on my first life cycle, I guess. So I tried to find happiness in all of that, and that is not how I'm going to find happiness. I know that's not how I'm going to find happiness because that's not me. But I do still want to do some of that because I do still like meeting people, getting out, having a drink here and there, and I do want to find community. But I think I need to find it outside of the other aspects of my life. While it's okay to make friends at work, I can't just assume that everybody that I work with is going to be my community. And that's being proven to me with some of the things that have been happening at work. So it's obvious that coworkers and acquaintances are fine, but friendship is not necessarily going to happen where you work. It can happen. I'm not saying it can't, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I can't assume that that's going to be the case. So I need to go out and meet other people. My issue being, and I was telling my grandmother about this when I was back home, my issue being is that a lot of that stuff happens in the middle of Rochester, the big city portion of Rochester, and I really don't want to be going there, especially late at night when a lot of this community stuff happens. So it's going to be tricky trying to find things to do and go to, especially financially too. Like if it's a free thing or whatever, great. But a lot of times, you know, this stuff involves activities and drinking and whatever, you know. Socializing without spending money is very rare. Anyway, that's a big long spiel to say that I am going to take a long time to get acclimated to this new way of living that I am trying to adjust to. And so we're crossing off a lot on today's to-do list, but we're going to get the important things done, and we'll see. Maybe we'll catch up on time. Who knows? Now that we've taken this pressure off. But I need to finish cleaning the kitchen before I can go to the grocery store. There's just no way I'm going to the grocery store before I'm finishing that kitchen, because the minute that I get back with groceries to put away, I am going to just completely not finish the kitchen. So what needs to still be finished is the stove needs to be cleaned, and above the stove, like where, you know, oil splashes and stuff, because I'm noticing like a stale smell in that area. And then I need to do the floors, and then I need to take out the garbage that I just filled up with a bunch of random crap that I'm getting rid of. I was going to have leftover sweet chicken chili that Mom and I made. I was going to have that for lunch, but I'm thinking I'm going to maybe grab something while I'm out, although I didn't really want to spend that kind of money. I don't really want to cook anything in a nice clean kitchen, and that includes using the microwave. So I don't know, I haven't decided, but yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish the kitchen, and we're going to go out to the grocery store, and we'll go from there. What just happened? It is somehow almost 5 o'clock, and I am $100 less rich. What happened? I have no idea. So, since it is already 5 o'clock, we're gonna just have dinner after we put the groceries away instead of lunch, and I'm just gonna make it the leftover chili like I had originally planned, even though I had deviled eggs on the plan for dinner. That's okay, we can have both. Because I am too exhausted to care. As fucking heavy as it is, buying these crate thingies for the car was the best decision ever. Because I fit pretty much all of my groceries in 2 of them. So I didn't have to have 8 million bags and carry a million things in, go up and down, up and down, up and down the stairs. So, first crate is honey glazed cashews, garlic herb pesto wraps for sandwiches for lunch or for work, cinnamon raisin bagels, and everything seasoning bagels, cheddar cheese for the chili, baguette for the chili, this cherry pomegranate juice that I am now obsessed with ever since I found it at Tops. So this will be pretty much in the house at all times, although it's a very small bottle and I drink it very fast, so yeah, it might get kind of expensive. Raspberry tea, almond cherry coffee creamer, which is already sweating because it's hot outside, a cherry Mountain Dew energy drink, 3 vitamin waters, one orange, one acai blueberry pomegranate, and one that I've never had before is tropical mango, so I'm curious to try this one. I already have a bunch of vitamin waters in the apartment, but Tops was having their 10 for 10 sale again, so I just stocked up. Because $10 for 10 items, you never find that unless they're having that sale, so goody goody. 2 little pie treats, one lemon, one Boston cream, also part of the 10 for 10, as was the energy drink. More of that fig preserve that I put on an egg sandwich and now I'm obsessed with. Banana peppers for sandwiches, pickles, roast beef, even though I really should have gotten something cheaper like turkey or something, because this is really not that much meat for wraps, but I wanted actual beef, so we paid the price. If I run out before the end of the week, I'll have to get turkey or something. 3 apples, 2 tomatoes, and 1 sweet potato. Chocolate frosting to have with saltines, fudge rounds, and lastly for this crate, Tic Tacs, because I need these. I call these my stress mints at work, and I'm going back to work tomorrow, so these are an essential. Especially since I've already heard some bad news about what happened while I was gone. Because I think I mentioned in my last video that I lost my stalker. Well, apparently I've lost both my stalkers and one of my part-timers. So, safe to say there is still a lot not done, which means guess who gets to do it? And it's not going to be great this week because tomorrow I am closing MOD on Memorial Day, and I'm alone for the last 3 hours, and I have to train a new stalker. And then Tuesday, I didn't schedule it this way. It's because one of my workers is being scheduled the same as her boyfriend, who also works there, so because they ride in together. I'm fine with that. However, he took Tuesday off. I didn't know that when I made schedule, so I scheduled her Tuesday, so now she has Tuesday off, and everybody else had Tuesday off too. So, it's all on me. But that's okay. I'm trying to be positive. We're gonna get through this. We're starting fresh. We're gonna kill it. And as one of my friends said back home, I've come too far to go backwards or change my route. So we're not gonna be doing that. We are going to just continue pushing forward because this is what we want, this is what we deserve, and this is what is supposed to be our life. Store's only been open 6 months. We gotta keep reminding ourselves that we will get there. So yeah. So this crate was empty now, so we'll go back in the car. So we're just gonna fold her up. Ta-da! Crate number 2. Oh. I'm not gonna try to lift on the counter because it's heavy. Laundry detergent. Coffee, lettuce for our wraps, and possibly salad if I have any left. Protein milk, a box of mini cherry fruit splash Canada Dry. Now I don't know if that means, unless it just say cherry ginger ale, so it is a soda. So didn't really need it, but I wanted something else mini to put in my little drink tracks that are in my fridge, and I was gonna get mini energy drinks because I really don't need the full ones. Yeah, they don't sell them anymore. Thank you, Alani. Actually, it might not even be Alani. It might be just what Wegmans carries, but I really like the mini cans of Alani cherry. Wish they made it in other flavors, but I was getting the cherry because that's what they had, and I really like getting those, and now, so I might have to see if other stores carry it, and if they don't, that's unfortunate because I really like my Alani, but I don't really like having a full one. And then to finish off the 10 for 10 for Tops, we got some sodas. We got lemon lime, so Sprite, root beer, Dr. Tops, which is like Dr. Pepper, and an orange. And then lastly, for the bulk of our shopping, there's 2 bottles of Smart Water out there, but I'm not gonna show those to you guys because it's Smart Water, you know what it is. We got more eggs since I made deviled eggs this morning, and I need the eggs for egg sandwiches. And then we got 2 packs of boneless chicken tenders. And the only reason I was able to get 2 is because they were buy one, get one free. So, which was $14.07 for 2, which is still kind of expensive. But I decided to get them anyway so that I could stock up. So I have them in my freezer whenever I want them, because I'm not eating enough meat. Nothing against vegetarians, because whatever, it's your preference, and they find a way to survive. But I think they eat a lot of things that I don't like to get the essential, you know, nutrients or whatever that they're supposed to get. So I can't really do that, so I gotta have meat. So I decided to just bite the bullet and spend the money, even though I really didn't want to. Okay, that is everything I bought today. And then I will show you guys what Mom bought me at BJ's in bulk as I put that away. We're gonna put all this crap away first. Alright, a little deviled egg appetizer, even though I've already eaten like, I don't know, 5, so bottoms up to number 6. I do have to put those away in a container and put them in the fridge. Oof. That one specifically had a lot of vinegar in it. But other than that, I'm putting the chicken away and then putting the bulk stuff away. We are done. So I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to take care of the chicken because that's refrigerated. Eat dinner. I'm going to put the rest away. Oh no, one doesn't fit. So sad. What should we do with it? Alright, so some of the first bulk things. We got the 2-pack of Italian dressing from Olive Garden. We got a 3-pack of Alfredo sauce, but Mom took one, so we got 2 of those. And then a big old bag of the brownie brittle. A big old box of Ritz Bits cheese, because I love them. I already broke into them. And then some of the stuff in this box is not necessarily bulk or bought at BJ's. It's just random stuff I brought back. So I brought back the rest of the creamer that I bought for the instant coffee. A box of strawberry cinnamon toast crunch. A couple cans of soup. Got steak and potato, chicken and dumpling, and then a can of hot honey sliced carrots. I'm very intrigued to try these. 3 energy drinks that I didn't end up drinking at Mom's, so 1 cherry, 1 strawberry, and 1 orange. My grandmother gave me this Irish cream syrup, which is good, but I really don't love this brand, so this will take a while to get through, but we're going to buy ourselves another dispenser for this eventually and put it in there. And then Mom and I split a big bulk bag, or box of, this is actually the box that came in, grab and go chips. So Mom took the Cheetos, baked cheddar and sour cream, and the baked plain, and I have the nacho cheese and the kettle cooked, and then Kim took, my best friend took the white cheddar popcorn because neither Mom nor I like white cheddar popcorn. So those are in the box, and I don't know what I'm going to do with those just yet. We got a 600 pack of paper plates. Mom took half, I took the other half. A big box of the toilet wand refills that I used to clean my toilet. And then I think I threw some stuff in this box too. Yep. Mom got me some Windex because strangely I didn't have Windex and did not know it until a couple of days ago, or well, a couple weeks now, when I needed it. So, and then some kitchen sponges. And lastly, aside from a big pack of napkins and a big pack of toilet paper that Mom and I split, we got ourselves some more garbage bags. So these will probably last me, I'm still finishing up the first box, and that's been 8 months. So I probably won't have to buy garbage bags again until next year. Now it's just a matter of finding room for all of this and putting it all away. Cleaning the bathroom is not happening tonight. I can almost guarantee that because it is 6:45 now. I have no idea where the time goes. Time moves way too fast. So I think what my plan is I'm gonna get up early, do like my planning and my budgeting and stuff while I eat breakfast, and then clean the bathroom really quick before I go to work. I'll have to pick up a little bit in there tonight just so it's functional for me to do my night routine, but to actually clean it, that'll have to be tomorrow. out too. Just had an idea to put it in this position. Anyway, I officially cannot do any more tonight. I am just totally, my body hurts. I'm exhausted. Mentally I'm done. So we're gonna stop. And I feel like I have earned a treat. So I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna have ice cream or just a chocolate treat. I feel like it's gotta be ice cream. So hopefully my ice cream is still good because it's been sitting in here for a while. Rum raisin, which is almost gone, and peanut butter cup. Rum raisin, peanut butter cup. This is almost gone, so that could be an excuse for getting another thing out of the freezer. But I haven't tried this yet, and it's been sitting there a while, so I don't want it to get all frostbitten. Could potentially say a little bit of both, but I feel like this is gonna be hard to scoop out, so it's like I can't really put it in a bowl. So I think we're gonna finish this. My very empty freezer, but that's okay because we will be making ice as soon as the rest of the dishes are done and everything tomorrow, so it'll be full once again. So yeah, like we have like nothing left, so I'm just gonna grab a spoon. It is starting to get frostbitten too, so I should probably open that one and see how bad off it is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little frostbite on ice cream, but eventually it'll start tasting weird too. Cheers. Wow, it's been a piece. Too much. I got brain freeze. Woo. Well, I slept through 3 alarms. And then also got back into a very bad habit of scrolling on TikTok for an hour before getting out of bed. So it's safe to say nothing is getting done this morning because I have to be to work at noon. It is already 9:45. So in order to not overdo it, I'm going to relax and make myself some breakfast and just watch some TV and try to stay off the phone until I have to go to work. So I had bagels on the schedule for breakfast, but I was also gonna have deviled eggs before I went to work. I don't really have time for both, and I also still have to make my dinner, I guess technically, for work. I do know I want to crack open this energy drink because even though slept, I am not awake in the slightest. And today's gonna be an interesting day. I'm gonna try my best not to stress, being that it's the first day back from vacation. But knowing what I'm walking into, it's gonna be difficult, but we're gonna try our best. Yeah, I don't like that one as much. The original Mountain Dew energy drink is better, which is disappointing because I love cherry. But it doesn't taste like Code Red like I thought it would, so. So we close at 8 today versus our normal 9, so I should be home somewhere around 8:30. So that's not too terribly late. So I should be able to still like do my planning and my budgeting and all of that. But the cleaning of the kitchen will have to wait. Or the cleaning of the kitchen. Really? I just cleaned the kitchen. The cleaning of the bathroom will have to wait until probably after I come home from work tomorrow, because I get out at 5 tomorrow. Because I don't want to do it on Wednesday. I would like to semi not clean on Wednesday. Like I'm going to do some things, but I don't want to go too crazy because I may have to meet somebody for something that they are possibly buying from me. So I don't want to get involved in that and then have to leave. So yeah, I think we'll clean the bathroom tomorrow after work. And that'll have to be good enough. I did clean the medicine cabinet out so that I could put my stuff away from being gone, but the rest of the cleaning has not been done. So I'll have to clean the tub, clean the toilet, clean the sink, and then the floors. So the bathroom really doesn't take that long. It's just a pain in the butt, especially doing the tub, which is why I bought the mop. But even with the mop, it's still a pain in the butt. I do want to, I didn't shave my head. So I do kind of want to shave my head before I clean the bathroom. But I could also just do that before I clean the floors. But we'll see how I feel after work tomorrow. Maybe I will get up the energy to shave my head. I would shave it tonight, but getting home that late, I just probably will not want to. So I'm not going to force myself. But yeah, so it's like the last week of May. So I figure this is like our June reset kind of thing. Just getting ready for June. So I have a whole week to get everything done. gonna say good morning because it's not. I don't even know if you guys can really hear me because I just can't talk loud. I've been crying for about 12 hours. And I just can't seem to stop. And I just don't understand what's going on with me. This work is still so hard. And living alone is... Not living alone necessarily, but just doing this all for the first time is just really hard. But just more than that, it's so hard. Just having like no support system. And then losing the ones that I thought I was gonna have. And then on top of all of that, I got pulled in for a meeting with my store manager and HR manager yesterday to talk about the rate that I'm losing people and how my departments are suffering because I'm not able to stock them and stuff, and already feeling like I'm failing at this job. That didn't help, but HR manager was making it sound like it was my fault, especially losing people. She made it sound like it's my fault because I'm not training them well. But the thing is I don't even get the chance to train them well. I get stuck in candy all the time because I just don't have enough people. And customers are just insane and we can't keep up with the 8 million sales that we have. Like, we have an event like every weekend. And then like some of my stalkers that have left, they barely even give me a chance. Like, they come for like a few shifts and then they leave, and that's not my fault. I really hate being an emotional person. I really wish I could just be one of those heartless, emotionless people in the world, but it's just not who I am. But sometimes I wish I was. I wish I could turn it all off. I wish I could turn everything off. Just to turn off the entire world. I just wanted to be so good at this job. I wanted this to be my big break in life, and I'm just so behind. I didn't want to cry in the camera. I was trying not to do this, and I've been just doing it for hours. I'm so tired. But I didn't want to not record because I already didn't record anything yesterday. And today's my day off, so I have time to do stuff. I need to try to regulate my emotions today. With that in mind, I will be heading out to hang out with Natalie for a little while in a bit. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm meeting her at 11. The place is not too far where we're meeting, so I don't have to leave for a while. So I really should do the dishes. I really don't want to, but I should. And I also have to keep time to make some food because we are going on a picnic. Because neither of us have the money to go out to eat. But I also feel like we both just need to get outside into nature and enjoy that. And then just enjoy time hanging out with a friend. One of the few I have left. But I also have something I would like to set up, so I'm going to do that. So a bunch of people in my family have this frame. It's a digital frame and you can send pictures back and forth to each other with it, with an app on your phone. So I want to get this set up. My issue is I don't know where in the apartment I'm putting it, because I originally thought it would look good in the kitchen because I'm in the kitchen quite a lot. But where in the kitchen would I have room? Because I have something on like every inch of the countertop. And I don't want to put it too close to like where I'm cooking or making tea or anything like that. So I don't really know where I'm putting it. It's like, this is my food prep station, and then we have all the appliances, and then the sugar or the syrups and stuff for coffee. Like, there's no safe place to put it. I could put it on the windowsill, but that's where you guys are. So like, there's not really any safe place to put it in the kitchen. So I don't really know where I'm gonna put it. My thought is maybe... And I don't really want to put it in a window because... Oh, it's dark out here. Well, that didn't really help. I don't really want to put it in a window because of the cobwebs that I get. So that eliminates quite a few places where I could put it. And I don't have my TV stand yet, and the desks are going bye-bye. So I can't put it over by the TV. I mean, I could, but it would block the TV right now until I get the actual TV stand I want to get. There's no real room on my desk, and there's no real room on the drink station. I don't want it in my bedroom. That much I do know. I don't want it in my bedroom. I want to be able to see it while I'm out here. But I basically just eliminated every single viable spot because there's not even room on my bookcases. So this is the challenge I am facing right now. I wonder if I could go on top of here and just take the few things off of here. I don't really like screen next to screen, but I might not have a choice. There's also this spot, which I have a drawer of markers on. I could potentially move them over there, except that my coloring books are underneath them. So I would like to kind of leave them on this stand. Here's what I did. So I took the markers off the top and then put them inside because I didn't realize they would fit like that with the drawers. And then just whatever was on the top here, I put on top of those. So that works. I still have to find room for all this crap, but it's mostly stuff I just didn't put away, like coloring books and stuff. So it should be easy. And then we're going to put the frame on top. Frame is set up. Before I go any further, I'm gonna make a coffee, and I think just for the sake of feeling nice and romanticized, we're gonna use the purple funky cup, which is sticky on the bottom for some reason. Okay, we're gonna use it anyway. I think today, we're gonna, yeah, because I have cherry creamer, so I think we're going to do pistachio. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coffee. Which poured like shit and now it's all over my floor. I have to get something better for my coffee. This just happens every single time. Of course, not quite this bad. I think it's because of the little cup. But I need something that actually has a spout and not just a big opening. I love this, don't get me wrong, but it just makes a mess. And it's really sad that the first thing I think to myself when I say stuff like, oh, I need something else, is I can't afford it. I mean, what would a dispenser cost me? Like maybe $10? And I'm feeling like I can't afford that. Which is another source of stress right now, because normally I'm not the kind of person who like really pays attention to prices, especially like gas prices, because you need gas anyway, so you're gonna pay what you're gonna pay. But even I am noticing it now, and I don't like to talk about economy and politics and all this other stuff, so I'm not gonna get into it, but it is a very big source of stress right now. Like, thankfully I don't have to fill up with gas quite so often because I do live across from where I work, but I did just go back and forth to home quite a few times, so I have had to spend quite a lot of money on gas recently, and I did not love it. But coffee, which is probably way too much. However, we're not going to try to pour it back out. We have our cherry creamer, which also poured like shit. Time for our protein milk, which is just Wegmans brand. One of the few things I still get at Wegmans because Tops is cheaper. It's a longer drive to go to Tops, but better for the wallet. Both of my ice dispensers are in the sink to be cleaned. So we have no ice right now. So we're gonna just chug it without ice, which is fine. I didn't eat any breakfast, so I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm gonna have a brownie as my breakfast. Because I really just don't have the mental capacity to make a egg bagel sandwich. So we're not gonna force ourselves. And we're out of deviled eggs. I know. I just made them and we're already out. I know. The scale will remind me. I think I'm gonna sit down and watch some more vlogs, which I've been enjoying, but am definitely noticing how long it's been since I watched people's vlogs, because things are happening that I have no clue what they're talking about. So I may have to go back and catch up on some people, but it is what it is. I mean, most of it I can tell based on context, but still. Some of it's making me sad. So that's not great, because some of it's like, oh, we're gonna go have a vacation with friends, or my friends and I are gonna go have a day, and that got me. I don't want people to feel sorry for me, and I'm not really feeling sorry for myself, because I made this decision. I know nobody else influenced it. I made this decision for myself, and I'm the kind of person that does like to be alone. So I'm a little surprised that I've been feeling this way, because I don't mind being here in the apartment by myself, you know, just chillaxing. But I feel like ever since I kind of started this coming out journey, I've been wanting community more, which is interesting to me. And I'm curious whether that's the same way with anybody who comes out later in life, or at all, any time in life, honestly, not even just later in life, but definitely later in life. It makes me question previous me, and if I really was as introverted as I was expressing myself to be, and as shy and as anxiety-ridden, or if it was just that was how I was made to feel, and if it was part of being closeted and actually not even knowing it myself at the time. I don't know if like it's possible for your mind and your body to kind of like react to the truth of you without you even knowing the truth. I mean, I guess in all honesty, some ways you do know the truth at any point and you just deny it, so I guess that's possible, but I don't know. It just makes me, this is a very philosophical question and answer, but it just makes me curious because I've never really wanted community and connection and stuff as I do now. And I can see the comments already. Please don't tell me to date, because it's just not the right time. That would just be one more added stress, and it's just not the right time. Okay, I was only able to watch one vlog, so better than nothing. But it's time to make the wrap for the picnic. We're each bringing our own food because she's on a diet and I'm picky. So we're each gonna bring our own thing and just chillax. So yeah, we just had some lettuce on the bottom, horseradish sauce, tomatoes, mayo, roast beef, which is gonna basically mean I'm out of sandwich meat, but it's whatever. You know what? I don't really care. I know I like roast beef. It's a meal I know I will enjoy, and right now I'm not enjoying much, so we're gonna take advantage of that. A little bit of more mayo. I put mayo or some kind of sauce in between every layer of items that I put on my sandwich because I get very annoyed if things start squirting out, and that's the only way that I have determined that will keep the things in their place. We have some, I believe it's pepper jack cheese, spicy cheese, but I'm pretty sure it's pepper jack. And then just a tiny little bit more mayo and banana peppers, and that'll do it. I'm not gonna bring like chips or craziness because I really don't need to be eating that amount of food. And then I thought, even though she's on a diet and everything, I thought we deserve a little treat. My plan was to do a dirty soda for each of us, but I can't really make it here because I don't have anything to transport it in. I'm gonna take 2 of these cherry fruit splash ginger ales. You know what? I just thought of something. I have this shaker for the bar cart that I don't really use. I wonder if I could safely transport dirty soda in this and then we could just pour it into glasses. Let's try it. I don't know what glasses I would take, but I don't really know why they call it dirty soda, to be fair, because technically dirty soda is alcoholic. But I just don't know what else to call it. We're gonna use our same cherry creamer that we put in the coffee. Creamer and soda makes a weird reaction. It's like foamy and soapy looking, which is weird. It tastes good, but looks strange. And I guess really the only glasses we have that we can use are these. Hopefully they don't break on the way. It is 10:20, so I'm gonna get ready to go so I can try to find this place and have a nice little relaxing picnic with Nat. I've been back from the picnic with Natalie for a while now. It is 4:39. I love that the frame that I set up today has a time on it because now I have another clock in here. Of course, it's not the same time as any of the other clocks, but that's okay. It's only by a couple. So yeah, I've been home for a while, but I've been working on finishing off the last vlog. So it's all exported and everything. I just got to get the thumbnail done and upload it, so that'll be ready for Saturday. And then I worked on the entire month of schedules for my people because I wanted that out of the way. So I know I was doing it off the clock, but I don't care because that's a weight off of my brain to just get that done and submitted and not have to worry about it, and they can just come out every week. But as I've been sitting here working on the vlog, I also decided that I think I was watching Keegan Acton's vlog before, and she was talking about how she kind of like structures her week where only certain days are days that she's like social or days that she works on like actual like editing her vlogs and things. And so like she has specific days where she's kind of like training her brain to know that those are the days she has to work on that stuff. And like she chose like Monday to do her work because just when she's most motivated and stuff like that. So I got the notes page open for May in my planner, and I think I want to just kind of sit here and doodle some, not doodle, but like scribble some notes on like what days I feel better and what days I tend to have more drive. I mean, there's only certain things I can predict, like I go to the laundromat on my day off, so I can't really predict that. I think I'm just gonna sit here and just kind of write it all down and just kind of get it out of my head so I can see it physically on paper, and then maybe I can make myself that same kind of like structure of the week, like not strictly sticking to it, because every time I try to strictly stick to something like that, I always end up just giving it up and then getting stressed that I'm not doing those things on those days, and I don't want that situation. So I'm not gonna like strictly say I have to do grocery shopping on Thursday, for example, because then if I don't end up having the time to do it or whatever, you know, it's just a pain in the butt. So I just want to get like an idea where I can be like, oh, well, it's tend to, like she said, she tends to have more energy on Mondays, so that's when she does her actual work, more motivation and stuff. I don't know that I really have a day like that, but if I sit here and just think about it, maybe I might. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. And then I think it'll be time for dinner because I'm getting quite hungry. However, I am making things that will take a while to cook, and they're both in the oven, so probably should get those started. I seriously got to get some of these dishes done. So I thought instead of the usual time lapse that I show you guys when I do the dishes, I would stand here and do them and talk to you. I just saw somebody else do that on their vlog, and I thought that was like a really good way to still be productive, but not lose anything from the vlog. I've been watching vlogs for quite a few hours now. So I decided I had to stop and get my ass up, because it is currently 8:50 at night, and if I don't do some of these dishes, I'm not going to have any dishes to use tomorrow. I mean, obviously that's not true, considering I still have plates in the cupboard. A lot of my utensils are dirty, a lot of my glasses are dirty, so it's just better in the long run if I just get some stuff done now. So yeah, I did write down all of my notes like I said I was going to, and I feel like I have a baseline for like a structure of the week. I don't feel like it's foolproof because, so I made categories. I made socializing, cleaning, work, like editing vlogs and stuff, relaxing, and then like things like getting the groceries and the laundromat and stuff like that. And like the laundromat I can't really predict because that's just whatever day I have off. I think I said that before, but and like it's kind of the same way with getting the groceries and stuff. But I think I've decided, with the option to socialize, because I don't want to just completely write it off since these days are socializing days technically usually, but it's only with the option of socializing that I'm going to make Friday and Saturday mostly days where I focus on like me and like relaxing and doing things I enjoy, and just trying to eliminate stress. I mean, obviously there are days, at times I'm going to have to work Fridays and Saturdays, so obviously I'm not going to eliminate stress completely, but when I'm home, I'm going to try to eliminate stress. I'm going to try, I don't even want to say try, because I want to make sure I commit to this, but my goal, I guess, is that I'm going to try to make my home like a cozy, relaxing, stress-free area, or at least mostly stress-free. Obviously, you can't have your home be stress-free all the time because things are going to come up, like, you know, the rent increasing, which I found out is happening when I renew my lease, and, you know, just, you know, stuff like that, and whatever, and bills and whatever. So obviously you're going to have stress at home sometimes, so you can't eliminate it completely, but I'm going to try my best to make it a very minimal experience in my home that there is a lot of stress. So yeah, I think I'm going to focus on Fridays and Saturdays being kind of for me, and what I enjoy and everything. Again, with the option of socializing, if something is happening that it's only happening on those dates, then, you know, obviously I'm going to attend or whatever, you know, if I really want to. It's not going to be like a pressured thing. You know, if somebody says, hey, you want to do this, and I want to be like, sorry, I'd rather stay home and just have the time to myself, then I'm going to allow myself to do that. I'm not going to be a people pleaser and a yes person anymore. Like, I've started getting away from that already as it is, but I still do it more than I should. Like, I mean, I don't want to be unkind to people or anything, and obviously, yes, I do want to see the people I care about. I need to stop being a pushover, I guess. Not even a pushover, just sacrificing my own time and my own well-being to appease other people or be, you know, give my time to other people. And, you know, the people who really matter probably won't care. You know, some people who should matter will care, but that's on them. And I'm going to do my best not to feel guilty about putting myself first and making myself a priority, because in the long run, ourselves are all that we have. You know, you could have 100 people in your support system, but in the long run, if you don't have your own back, you're done. So, yeah, that is my goal with that. And then, groceries, like, I can't really plan groceries, but, you know, usually I go after I get paid, and I get paid late Wednesday nights. So I put down Thursday, but, you know, it's going to really just be a matter of, like, when I'm able to go and stuff, and when I'm feeling up to going, and when I need to go. So, you know, I put down Thursday, but, you know, it could be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I am going to try to limit it to those days. Like, I'm not going to go to the grocery store every day of the week and go crazy. If I don't have it, then I don't need it, basically, is my mentality. Obviously, if it's something I do need, like toilet paper or something, we're going to stop and get it. But we're going to try our best to just not be at the store every day of every week. And then, so I decided, because of the fact that the weekend is only optionally socializing, that I was going to make Mondays and Tuesdays my socializing days, for the simple fact of the matter that on Mondays and Tuesdays I am more ready for people, I guess, because, you know, like, I work retail, so, you know, I'm very involved with people all the time, and by the end of a work week, although in all honesty, when you work retail, can you really say that there's ever an end to a work week? Because you just roll right into the next one. I'm scared to clean these knives because I cut myself on one before. I didn't get to everything I wanted to get to today because I really wanted to put my clothes away, because they're all still in laundry baskets from painting it all at Mom's, and it's all extremely wrinkly. So I wanted to get it all put away so that hopefully I wouldn't wear another extremely wrinkly piece of clothing to work, but I don't foresee that happening because, like I said, it's now 9:02 at night, and I'm just getting to the dishes, and while I could potentially stay up, even though I do have to be in at 8 tomorrow, and with everything that I know I'm going to have to do tomorrow, I probably should get some sleep, to be honest. Not that, you know, I don't get great sleep regardless of what time I go to bed or what time I get up, but yeah, knowing I have to be there at 8 tomorrow, I am going to have to force myself to get up with at least my 6 a.m. alarm, but I want to try to do my 5 a.m. alarm, because I have requested at work to now work 7:30 to 4 for my opening shifts instead of 8:30 to 5, because I really want to be able to get more stuff done without customers, without coworkers, without constant phone calls, to try to be a little bit more on the ball with everything. And they said that was fine. So that means I'm going to have to be getting up at 5 a.m. So I need to try to start
training myself in the next couple of days to just get out of bed when that 5 a.m. alarm goes off. I think I have to hook up my alarm again, because I was using that sunrise alarm thing that you guys have seen in previous videos, and one day, for reasons I cannot remember, I unplugged it. It's still functional and everything, but I unplugged it for some reason and then never plugged it back in. So I think I need to plug that back in and use that again instead of using my phone as my alarm, because then I touch my phone to turn off my alarm and the first thing I do is open TikTok. And that is not good. That is not what we need right now. So I think I may have to start doing that again and just like not touching my phone until like after I get out of the shower. Maybe that'll be the solution, but I have to have the willpower not to touch my phone, which is the hard part, especially living alone, because I have no one to stop me from doing these things. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up a couple more dishes. I'm not gonna be able to get everything done tonight because I only have a tiny little dish strainer, but I'm gonna do a couple more small things and get that done, and then probably get ready for bed. One of the other things that I kind of decided while I was on vacation, or not decided, but I guess realized, is just how little self-care I've been doing. So even though I have not cleaned this bathroom, I'm gonna do self-care with you guys anyway, because I really need to be held accountable for this. I didn't do it this morning already, so that's already a problem. So we're gonna start with a night routine, and then go into our morning routine tomorrow, and hopefully we remember, not hopefully, make sure we remember to do that. I still haven't changed the clock. It still says it's an hour earlier than it is. So mouth, check. Now we gotta do ears. And that includes the cleaning solution for my new piercings. You know, I often wonder if my neighbors on the other side of the wall can hear me talking to you guys and they're wondering if I'm a crazy person. But considering some of the stuff I hear come out of their apartment, so just spray a little on the Q-tip, and then a little on the ear, which I can't see, and behind, and catch all the annoying droplets. Twist the earring twice, and then wipe it that I can't see, so I'll be right back. Wipe it front and back around the earring. I think I'm probably past my time where I have to do this, but I do it anyway. Mostly I do it because I gotta plug you guys in. I still have some like ear irritation in the one that was really messed up, because I think I could feel a bump in there, because I suffer from cysts. This ear used to have it in the original piercing, but since I've been wearing earrings nonstop, I don't get it anymore. So that one will go away eventually. But because of that, you just never know what you might have to clean away, so I still do it. I hate when I get it in my ear though. So yeah, we don't do anything really with the hair right now because I don't have any solution that I used to have to put in the hair, and I honestly don't even know that it was working. So I think we're gonna need to explore some other options with the hair, but stuff is expensive, so we're not going to do that right now. And then face. So we're going to use, as long as it's not expired, because it doesn't have an expiration date, we're going to use this Aveeno brightening scrub to wash our face, which I need a new washcloth. And we basically just put a little in our hand. That's more than a little, but that's okay. Get it wet. And then just lather it all over our face. And then we just let that dry a little bit. Normally I let it air dry, but for the sake of the video, I dabbed my face dry because I just want to do this quicker than usual. because normally I let it air dry, I get changed in my pajamas, and then I come back and I do the lotion. But we're gonna streamline this for tonight. So then I do my Olay Retinol. It's just this, and we just do a little bit cheek, a little bit cheek, a little bit Monica in my life. Sorry. Nose, a little bit chin, and then a whole lot of it forehead because yikes. And we just rub it. Now normally before I do this, I would do my under eye cream, but I'm completely out of that, so I'm trying to use this kind of for that as well, but it's not the best stuff to get too close to your eyes, because even though it's not bad for you, it's, I don't know how I want to describe it, it's strong, let's say that. Like, it doesn't have a scent really, and it doesn't like have a lot of chemicals in it. My issue with it is that it tightens your skin. So, like, yeah, that's great for your eyes, but if it tightens under here but you don't have it up here, it starts kind of looking kind of strange, but luckily it wears off by the next morning. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We just get changed into pajamas, do a little bit of in the dark thinking, I guess, and then go to sleep.